Good morning. We Hilchos Rosh Hashana, finishing Tov Reish. Just want to go over one point. Just the question was asked yesterday about when you're talking about Shechianu on the second day and the new fruit and or new clothing. And someone asked about Lokas Neris. So what the reason it's a little bit unclear. I mean, the Mishnah Berurah says yes, she should say it, but she should be wearing new clothing or put the new fruit next to where she's lighting. So it's a little bit unclear. Does that mean that if she doesn't have it there, that she shouldn't? In general, there's some machlokes about whether women say shechianu or waits till kiddush. Most women, I think, say shechianu by Lokas Neris. In this case, some say, well, since the dash is on the free, could be she should wait until Kiddush. Did say people bring down that Alpha PK, she should just make Shechianu, and it's not considered, unlike the Mishnah Berurah, it's not considered a hefsek if she knows by Kiddush it's going to be, she's going to see the new fruit and stuff and whatever. Obviously, it's better for her to go ahead and to see, to see the fruit. I think the Mishnah Berurah's point, that if it's not there, it could be she shouldn't say Shechianu, and she should wait. Okay, Tov Reish Aleph, Yom Sheni. Yom Sheni mispalim kamo b'Yom Rishon. On the second day, we daven exactly the same as we do on Yom Rishon. Korime Elokim Nisa Savra. We start from by the Akedah. At Soif Sedro Maftir Kori Kamo Esmal, and the Maftir is exactly the same as the day before. Rabbi Yakirli. Maftir is the korban. Umaftir b'Yirmiyah, the haftarah is in Yirmiyah. Kol Asher Matzachein Bamidbar, which is not Bachana, which is the haftarah of Zachar of Yakeli Ephraim and Rachel Mavaka Ad Habin Yakeli Ephraim and Motzi Rosh Hashanah Mavdilin K'mo Motzi Shabbos. Notice Rosh Hashanah, you do the same thing about Shabbos. Like any other Yom Tov, you don't say Besamim and you don't, nor do you say Borei Eish. Beis Af Eretz Yisrael Oisim Rosh Hashanah Shnei Yomim. Unlike the rest of Yom Tovim, it said there's one day because the second day is Safek Yom. Or the Shulchan, whatever didn't get there, whatever it is. Even Zman HaMikdash, they would do, it was a Gzeira from the time of Ezra to do 2 days, because in the time of Ezra, the two Eidim came and said, after they dropped the Korban Mincha, they said, oh no, we saw the new moon, and today is supposed to be Rosh Hashanah. So they messed up the Korbanos from the Mikdash. So since then, Ezra Beis Dino was masaking that it should be 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, even though we know what day it is, but it's for takana, whatever. I mean, there's a discussion. What's the dinner of the second day? What's the if the first day is the Rizal says the first day in the morning that's a ding kasha, and after that person could sleep. The second day is discussed as it's a slightly different type of din. It's more achrim in it and different things like that. In all the svarim, that's the reason for the second day. Tov Reish Beis Seder Aseres Yimei Tshuva. So fine. So now we're getting on to Aseres Yimei Tshuva Hagal U'Mis'anim L'Machas Rosh Hashanah Hutanis Tzibur. There is a Tzom Gedalia that the Olam we Mis'anim on Tzom Gedalia, which the reason there's a couple of reasons actually. I mean the reason Klape the Churban Abayis was that on Rosh Hashanah Gedalia ben Achikam was killed. And he was the last Srid of the last governor in Eretz Yisrael before the end of Churban Bayis Sheni. That was like the last stage before there's complete galus. Some say Mises Tzadikim is Machaper. Different, obviously, and that's negate the Aseret Tshuva and Stam. There's an extra there's an extra idea of it's one of the haftarahs of tshuva. It says that there's two haftarahs of tshuva of there's Shabbos Shuva and Dir Shuva. It's brought down of the seventh Shiva the Chemta, and then you have of tshuva. That's one of the things. So there's a lot of inyanim. Aleph v'chol hayamin shebein Rosh Hashana Yom Kippur marbim b'tfilos v'sachnunim. A person has to daven and Novakesh, and the famous story of the famous mashal of I think it's whatever, that the Kodesh Baruch Hu comes knocking on our doors on during the Sefer Tshuva, and if we don't open, and if we don't open it, then we lose out even more. So we have to be marbi b'tfilah sachnunim. He shall also give us a good year and v'chulei v'chulei. Agavra oimrim avinu malkeinu erev avoker. We say avinu malkeinu both in the morning and the evening. Milvad v'Shabbos, which includes Yom Kippur. V'afil im chal mila she'ein omrim tachanun. Even if there's a mila, this mila on tachanun, fil hachi omrim avinu malkeinu. Avinu malkeinu is not totally on tachanun. It's even if there's no tachanun on during Sefer Tshuva. And the meaning is to go ahead and to say vidui 3 times and slichos for Los Shachar. Bilvayim Yom Kippur she'ein omrim yosei elapam achas. And every Yom Kippur you'll say it once. The minig of the Gra was only to say vidui 1 time, not to say it 3 times. even the rest of the rest of Sefer Tshuva. Again, also with vidui, the person, on Yom Kippur, we say that, we say al chet al vidui peh. People have to understand the vidui is not just whatever. It's an important thing, and it has to be done properly. You don't do it properly, you stop just like rattle it off. And you have the Al Cheder Yom Kippur to Bechaper, but it's not something you want to try to be misyachas to a little bit more than just So if you have a hard time focusing on 3, the Shechtu is going too fast, so do 1. Ve'ein noisim cherem v'cheim mashvin adam v'ezdin adachar Yom Kippur. We don't give a cherem, nor do we mashbia a person. A person in Bezdin. However, Mishabur brings down that there is a mitzvah to be shofet, to hotzi gzeila miyadoi. I once sat on a Bezdin where it was dafka like in Sefer Tshuva, because the parties, they were fighting and they wanted to try to have a resolution before Yom Kippur. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But they were trying hard, but they just, sometimes it's too difficult. However, there is an idea of doing that. Ein mekadshim halavana amot Yom Kippur. You don't do kiddush halavana until Yom Kippur. V'Shabbos shebein Rosh Hashana Yom Kippur. Mihamideg lomar bo tzikat tzedek. The minig is to say, Tikkot Tzedek, right, even though it's Rosh Tevis bringing down the bottom, the Vav is Tikkot Tzedek because it's Tikkot. It's not the 3 Tikkot. Achopanim is and the person has to be, it's really for a person to learn to learn. We'll see in a second in the next siman. But after, it's important to daven. It's one of the big avodas during Hashana and Yom Kippur. Tafresh Gimel, Af mi she'eno nizhar mi pas shel akum. Even someone who's not generally nizhar from pas akum, but says to me tshuva tzarich lizar. What's this thing over here? Originally Pas Akum, Rebbe was geyser, no Pas Akum, because again, with you're going to come to socialize and things with goyim, so therefore he asked it. However, a later Bezdin said it wasn't shaykh, so they said it's a chumrah, it's a good thing, but it's not. We don't possibly make her a din. So there are people. It's a good thing to be machmir for pas akum, but meikar din. Everyone is molded. The Gemara says straight that they were mevatel the gzera. Now, in general, someone who's not machmir on eating only pas Yisrael, on Seres Tshuva, he should be machmir and try to eat only pas Yisrael. The question is, they ask is, what about something like Chodesh? Something where, should you be machmir on Chodesh? Should you be machmir on something where you're generally relying on this? It's a machlokes of poskim. Generally, you rely on the more mekel shita. Should you be machmir for this shita? If the hechsherim, should you be machmir for a better hechsher than what you usually eat? So the Aruch Shulchan says that, listen, pas akum, everyone agrees is only a chumrah. So fine, you can do a chumrah. He said, well, something which is a machlokes of poskim. And therefore, by you going ahead and you be okay, no one says I'm going to be machmir like the second tzad. So then you're being told that this tzad has an ikar also. So then why the rest of the year is it mutter for you to go ahead and be mekel? How can you just this? They say I pass. I go like that. I tell you, Kosh Baruch Hu, I'm just going to go like the other. Take it easy and. That's what Rosh says. A person has to be careful that that he's only talking about things which are he should, unless he wants to be machmir the rest of the year, he should be careful about being machmir. The question is, if something which just is just they're chumras and to be machmir on chumras and stuff, it's probably just like pas akum, like certain hechsherim or machmir, maker a din. This is X Y. This if you look in the hechsherim and. Not getting into hechsherim, because each hechsher is not just the halacha, but it's also the hashkacha and everything like that. But al kapanim, let's say this hechsher has X, Y, and Z chumras, for it to be machmir and so therefore that maker din is okay. So if you machmir like that, it doesn't show the rest of the year you feel like the other hechsher is treif. Chol Yisrael. So l'chayra would be according to this. In America, Moshe was matir maker did, but he's a Yerushalayim should be machmir. So it could also be something similar to pas akum. Even though there are people who are poskim, people are cholek, but it's Moshe's shita seems pretty widespread in America. However, there's another shita which holds that you should be machmir and ever chumras you can be machmir. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. That you don't have to be choshish for the rest of the year because you try. It's the idea of being a year shemayim, and you're not. You don't have to be like that the rest of the year. So yeah, l'fi inyan. So the Hagav Yesh l'chol adam l'chapes l'fashesh v'ma'isav l'shuv mehem maseres me'tshuva. Everyone should try to should check out his ma'isim and l'shuv mehem maseres me'tshuva and to be chayzer and go over everything and say tshuva. That the Mishnah brings the person should learn Sifrei Musar. Anyway, should learn Sifrei Musar to call Hashana. Sifrei Musar isn't just for Siyos Sharim and Shari Tshuva. Shari Tshuva is the Afghan Indian to learn. There are Sifrei Tshuva, but whatever Sifrei Musar will give a person his desires to do tshuva, and so then that's fine. The suffix avera tzarich yoser tshuva me'avera vadois. The suffix avera, a person has to be is even more nizver than avera vadois. He yoser mischarek sheyodea she'asa she'en yodea. Then a person doesn't, he just sort of doesn't realize he did an avera. He just sort of goes through his life, as yeah, maybe I did, who cares so much? It was only a suffix, whatever. So then that a person has to be much focused on much more. And it could be that's even sort of of a Benoni. Some say that's chatting Benoni. That Benoni is a person who sometimes he does good, sometimes he does bad. Like okay, yeah, who am I? I'm not a good, I'm not one of the Gdolei Yisrael. Who am I? I'm just a stomp guy. So yeah, I make mistakes. Sometimes I do. I do okay, done okay. Daven Mari, don't daven Mari, whatever. So that's a person that dafka. Then a person like that definitely has to do even more tshuva because he doesn't feel the problem over there. But mechatas. Therefore, that's why Asham Toli has to be, when you person buys an Asham Toli, it has to be even more expensive than the Korban Chatas, because it's in order to make a point that that's not, Svekas are also a problem, not just like, it's a machlokes, so what's the big deal? It's not, that's not it. A person has to take all these things seriously. Whatever, that was the time go through, Shulchan talks about different Averas, something called Hashem. Person has to be careful, even apikoursis. Sometimes he's even thinking being saying mezalza and chachamim might even be a getter of apikoursis. This person has to go through all the different things to be nizar and try to fix up during the Tzeres Tshuva. Now we're getting into Hilchos Yom Kippur. Taf Reish Daled is Erev Yom Kippur. Mitzvah lechol be'erev Yom Kippur in laharbos b'suda. Then there's a mitzvah to eat eat food in erev Yom Kippur and to marba b'suda. So the drasha which is brought, which the Rishonim bring, is because we need to nafshosechem sisha l'chodesh ba'erev. So why does it say ba'erev? It means that really you should fast 2 days, but al kol panim, they said that since the eating on Erev Yom Kippur gives you the koach to fast, so it's like a hechsher mitzvah. It's ki'ilu you fasted for 2 days. And really, the Rambam Taka doesn't bring this halacha. Shulchan points out that the Rambam held that the drasha of Erev refers to Tosefes Yom Kippur, which is deraisa, and didn't hold of the idea that it's a mitzvah to say deraisa to go ahead and to eat on Erev Yom Kippur, besides just a svara that you should eat so you can fast. The lights of the Shulchan Aruch paskins, like the other Rishonim, that it's a mitzvah that you have to eat on Erev Yom Kippur. And there's the idea of harvest with Suda, to have 2 Sudas, one in the morning, one in the evening, meaning be sure that you have like a big breakfast, or you have lunch, and you have, whether it's a chiv pass in the morning, I'm not sure, but al kol panim, be sure you have something, and then you assume masekes. Masekes later. Hagava also these anois afilu tanis chalom. Another lisanos ba'ayin lael. It's also on that day, because if you understand the deraisa, you can't fast even on tanis chalom. And if a person is fasting, so he can if he felt like he has to fast, or made a net, or whatever it is, or he's very scared, he can fast until surim masekes, until after chatzos, after mincha. And that would be fine. And the nether also, that if you made a nether klali, nether would be chal. Okay, I show this. We don't generally do in the door, but not to eat on Thursdays, or whatever it is. Beis. I know if al paneim be'erev Yom Kippur, and we don't say tachan on erev Yom Kippur. Hagav gam ein orin lamnatzeach mizmor l'soida. We don't say lamnatzeach because it's a yom tzara. Mizmor l'soida because mizmor l'soida is mamish keneged the korban toida, and then the korban toda is eaten the next day. So by Pesach we don't say it because it's chametz. By Yom Kippur we don't say it erev Yom Kippur because we won't be able to eat the korban toda the next day. So therefore, no one brought a korban toda on erev Yom Kippur, so we don't say Zecher for this. You don't say Mizmor L'Soda. Gam Enomim Kodim Alos HaShachar Harbe Slichos. We don't say, we cut down on the Slichos. Nish becomes Nogan L'Harbos Slichos. Some actually throw in extra Slichos. Akolafia Minig. It depends what's depends on the minig of who you are and where you are and everything like that. Ingen Amiras Avinu Malkeinu Erev Yom Kippur Yesh B'Machlokes Bein Achronim. There's a Machlokes, a minig iri Shalom, and a minig in the Ramah city was not to say it. Ki in Kashachal Yom Kippur B'Shabbos. Unless Yom Kippur was Chal on Shabbos, Ein Omin Bo Avinu Malkeinu. You don't say Avinu Malkeinu on Shabbos, so you should say an Erev Shabbos. Azarino is say Yom Kippur Shacharis to give an extra Avinu Malkeinu. So, because on Yom Kippur it's on Shabbos, we don't say Avinu Malkeinu except by Ne'ilah, and then we'll have by Shacharis, not by Erev Yom Kippur Mincha. Okay, that's it.
Sure.